I'll come back. 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 I'll come back.
It's all good. Cool. Let's wait a couple seconds for it to catch up, and then I'll start reading us in. And and to preface this before I start, if Pencil and Priest are listening in on this for some reason, I don't know why they would come back to this while they're on their days off. But if they are, I'm sorry if I forgot anything. You can re-at me later. So that being said, let's get started off. We'll start the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hello, and welcome to the Barcast, where the bar gets lower somehow, inconceivably, every single week. Joining us, we have a little bit of a light crew today on account of some vacation time being going out. Make sure you take your vacations if you can, ladies and gentlemen. It's good for you. So today we do not have an on pencil and we do not have Flutter Priest. However, we've got the Malk.
I'm just as cool as them, right?
We've got the Ravage. He's dead, Jim.
Muted.
And I am, of course, the Flamin' Waffle, or whatever y'all like to call me. Yes. Today we have a very special guest with us, one who's created more than a fair share of documentaries, as I am now calling them. We've got the one, the only, Nathanian.
Hello there, Ken Ojinobi.
I'll admit that took me like half a second longer than I would have liked to process that, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So, with that out of the way, if people are joining us for the first time, if you are brand new, why? But regardless, if you are new, we are a user-submitted podcast, which means that you let us know who you would like us to bring on, and we make them miserable for the next hour and a half to 2 hours. So, with that, Milk, what is the drinking word today?
Today's drinking words are documentary and documentary.
We're actually doing a 2-for. Excellent. So, feel free to drink along with us at home, ladies and gents. Every time you hear one of us say that word, of course, drink responsibly. We are not responsible for anyone going to the hospital. You know who you are. Again. So, moving right along. Nathanian, quick pre-questions here. Actually,
Go
no,
ahead.
I think I am forgetting something. Oh yeah. Apologies. I don't do this often. Milk, what will we not ask our guest?
We won't ask them about politics or religion or gamer word things. I'm trying to remember the other thing that we don't ask about, but I'm pretty sure it's never been asked. So like,
gamer word things will probably be entailed in personally identifiable information. So, full names, street addresses, social security numbers, your debit card number plus the 3-digit CVV on the back. If you do know those, email those to me, by the way. But even if it's okay with the other parties involved for any particular stories or anything, do not mention it. Out of respect, doxing is not fun, ladies and gents. So now I think we can move on to the pre-cum questions. So Nathanian, who are you and what have you done in this fandom?
So, more than anything, I tend to staff conventions. I ran the first BabsCon Line, for those who know what that is. I host panels, mainly lip sync battles and my little karaoke type events, things to get people involved. My sort of lame claim to fame is I made a documentary, Take a Shot, called Unconventional, a documentary about the conventions that made friendship magic. It did all right.
That's awesome. I remember that one too. So, cool.
Now I must take a shot of Dr. Pepper. because I don't drink.
Yo, I'm drinking water, but Dr. Pepper is quite based, I must say. Excellent choice. All right. So that's the first question. I believe there was, Mill, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there's 3 questions. I know the second one.
Yeah,
Or
yes.
am I?
What's the second? You say the second one, and we'll see if I know the third one.
Well, it's the quote unquote political question.
That's the third
Yeah,
one. So
it's the third one. So
I'm failing to remember the second one. Then
you're supposed to make us all look good and milk.
look, there's a problem if I'm the one supposed to make people look good because I don't look good ever.
Oh, I know what it is. Nathanian, how did you get into the fandom?
So which answer do you want? The one that I like to tell or the one that actually happened?
Yes.
Okay, I'll start with the one that I like to tell.
Okay.
So when I was a wee lad, I was on a baseball team with my brother.
Okay.
And I turned to the person next to me. And I'm like, hey, if he hits a home run this at bat, I will watch every episode of My Little Pony. And sure enough, he hit a home run.
Beautiful.
Now, the thing is, most of that is actually true. What I never haven't said yet is that that is only the second half of the story.
Oh.
First half is when I was younger, I used to be very big into the Thomas the Tank Engine community.
Yes.
I can feel the cringe coming up inside of me as I say
Thomas
that.
the Tank Engine.
Yeah. But there was this one user and they had an intro to their videos. And I'm listening along. I'm like, hey, this song's pretty good. I wonder what it's from. It was the opening to My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. And in my head, I went, well, shit. Now I have to watch this. And so, just about 9 years ago, I watched my first episode. That episode was Magical Mystery Cure. So I turned around and said, okay, where is season 3, episode 14? It doesn't exist. Okay, where's season 4, episode 1? It doesn't exist. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got into it.
Wow. Well, all right then. So, yeah, that's Christ. That's a little bit later than when I started, but yeah, that's a great way to get into, in my opinion. I love it. There's an actual story, and then there's one that you tell to the public.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Well, segueing off from that, this will be the only political question we'll ever ask to divide your viewers of your documentaries. Drink.
Yep,
Who is
drink.
best pony?
I put a lot of thought into this one actually because I knew this was coming.
Okay.
And I'm sticking to my guns and going with a character, not a big name, not a small name, somewhere in the middle. Sunburst.
All right. Why?
Sorry, I just took a drink.
It's all good.
I say Sunburst because for me, a very important part of characters is relatability.
Okay.
And the whole story of basically having all these expectations put on you and being like, I want to live up to them, but I don't know if I can, resonated very, very hard with me over the last couple of years.
Honestly, that's really fair. I think relatability is what few of the characters in the show ultimately lacked. So you know what, I can empathize with that, really.
Okay.
So 100%. So good answer. And if anyone in the chat argues, well, fuck them. Love you, chat. All right. Those are all the regular standard run-of-the-mill questions that we ask usually every guest. So now we'll go on to the tailored questions, which really could be anything at this point. So moving right along, we'll go first to Muggany, who asks, what is your favorite non-pony character from MLP?
It's funny you should mention that. I actually have their badge that I bought from an artist at HarmonyCon sitting in front of me, and that would be Gallus.
Okay. Any particular reason?
Again, it falls back to that whole relatability thing. Like I sort of was able to think like, wow, I can imagine this actually happening, and that sort of just hit home with me.
Okay. Sounds great to me.
Yeah.
So then, right off of that, we're going into these now. He asks, "Will you godfather my children?"
I would need to look up what godfathering is. I am not very well aware of certain things. So I'm just going to sit here and say maybe.
Maybe is a suitable answer. It's better than no, Mugany. You may want to take that. 3, where's the nearest orphanage?
Don't know. You have to check Google Maps.
Exactly, Mugany. Get your shit together. And he asks, oh, and he said, oh shit, I thought this was Google. Why am I still typing? Oh, thank God. I think there was something else. Something else that
Oh.
I'm brownie.
Oh
What the
God, I think there was something else in that brownie. I'm gonna
in
write
that
the rest of my
brownie?
comment question.
Oh, that's great. Note to self, remember to delete comment when. Okay, here's an actual question. When will you Kurt Russell?
Disney, come to me and drop a 10-year contract on my table. I will totally sign it.
Hell yeah. What is your best furry of choice?
Oh God.
Furry waifu of choice. I meant to type furry waifu, he says. For fuck's sake, Mugany.
Here's the bit where I have to sell out and just nod and say yes.
Honestly, you look hard enough, they're all pretty decent.
Yeah.
10. How is your day?
My day's going well. Besides running around doing stuff for conventions, it's been nice. I'm over my PCD, so that's always good.
Excellent. Well,
PCD being post-con depression. Just wanted to make that known.
Yeah, no kidding. What was the latest con that was happening?
HarmonyCon.
Oh, really? Fuck, you're right.
Oh,
damn, you're right. Well, if Trot's happening, I may have to make my way out there then.
Yeah, you can come hang out with me at my house then.
Hell
Wait.
yeah, I'm down.
I gotta ask, and this is a terrible, terrible reference, but does that mean that you're making your way downtown?
Walking fast, faces will pass, and then I'm homebound. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Pretty
Thank
much,
you for
yeah.
picking up on that reference.
Spectacular setup. Love it. All right, so if the crew gets together for Trot and possibly even Babs, well, we know our meme song from now on. Thank you, Nathanian.
It's bad because the convention hotel for Trot is downtown. It's we're literally going to be walking downtown past people and shit.
And then going home after the con, so I mean,
you better start practicing that vocal cords.
No. I need you. And that's exactly how it's going to be sung.
I'll bring.
Okay, I gotta make a
ukulele
reference
for
real
it.
quick. I gotta make a reference real quick.
Go on.
So there's this musical I listen to a lot called "Come From Away."
Ooh.
It's about like a certain event that happened in history, and the joke or one of the lines is, "For 5 days the weather had been so nice, but as they boarded, it started to rain." That's exactly what happened at HarmonyCon. As I got on my flight after 5 days of being there, it started raining, and I just sat there and cried listening to that song.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I echo Mugany's 11th quote-unquote question, which is please help.
Just tell me how and I will.
There you go. So from there,
we might have to.
Forgot.
We've got to refresh. There we go. Yep. Yeah, thank you.
I just refreshed there. And by the way, Milk and/or Rav, please let me know if there's any questions from the chat that come in. Let's see. Moving on to Alex _ best intern. Number 1, what makes you feel good? This is a very scarily open-ended question.
What makes me feel good?
Yes.
Being able to help people.
Okay. I like that. Any particular way of helping?
For me, my goal every day is that if I can make somebody's day or make them happy, even for a brief moment, then it was a good day.
That's good. I like it.
You are too wholesome for this chat.
Yeah, no fucking kidding. So
yeah, Milk sent me the message. I'm like, I don't know if this is a good idea, but I'm going to do it anyway.
The most fun had is doing it usually with a bad idea.
Exactly. So, okay. Now, I guess jumping off of that, number 2, he says, "Tell me a heartwarming story."
Okay. Oh, got one. So I was working at a store, toy store, and this kid came in one day wanting to buy a remote control car. But the thing was, the car was just that little bit too much. And they didn't have enough money. And they begged and pleaded with their parents, but the mother who was there did not want the kid buying the car. And they made it like sort of quietly clear to me that we do not want this kid walking out of the store with the car.
Mm.
And so eventually I tried talking the kid out of it because I knew what the mother wanted. And eventually I refused the right to service.
Mm-hmm.
The kid left in tears. I paid for them to go get ice cream at the shop down the street. But then I felt bad about it the rest of the day. And then, like 4 p.m., 2 hours before closing, my boss calls me into the office. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh shit, what have I done? I then got to the office and I sort of sat there thinking, I'm getting fired, aren't I? They said, no. We just got off the phone with the lady who was in here earlier today. She wanted to thank you for not selling her son that car. Turns out, parents were divorced and money was tight. And me not selling that kid that car helped them and helped the kid immensely. So all in all, that was a good day.
Wow. Jesus. That's
Note to self: making kids cry makes me feel good.
I mean, in the end, I guess that technically works.
I don't feel like that's the moral of the story, but okay.
It lines up though. No, but that really is awesome, man.
Thank you.
Excellent work with that. And yeah, I hope you rightfully rode that high for a very long time.
Yeah, I tried to anyway.
Hell yeah. So before we move on, a quick question from Arconix in the chat, who asks, do you have any gray poupon?
I don't know what that means. I might need an explanation.
Did I pronounce that right, Milk?
It's mustard. He's wanting to know if you have a jar of very fancy Dijon mustard.
I do not.
It's an old callback to a commercial in, I think, in the 80s, where like a really fancy fucking Rolls Royce pulls up to another fancy Rolls Royce, and the guy opens up the window to the other one and he asks in a very posh accent, "Do you have any Grey Poupon, sir?" And the guy hands him a jar of Grey Poupon.
Oh wow.
It's just all memes.
Oh.
It sounds like they're speaking surrender, and I don't understand it.
They were English, not not French.
Oh, fair enough.
Who calls something poupon?
British people being stupid.
Poop on these nuts.
No. Or to quote the scout, no.
Hey, we're all German here. Sorry.
There you go.
Oh God.
Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. Found it. I will watch that after this. Hit me with that next question.
All right, which oddly coincides with that little tangent. What is objectively the best sandwich filling?
Now it depends what goes with it. If it's
Okay.
standalone, I'm going mayonnaise. If it's with something else, I'm going meatball.
Meatball. When you say with something else, like
Swiss cheese melted.
So like a standard meatball sub.
Yeah.
I can dig that. I thought at first you're like just beyond that, meatball on any sandwich, which I'm like, you know what? That doesn't sound too terrible now that I think about it.
Like, you just asked what the best condiment was, and he says mayo or meatball. And I'm like, are you putting meatball on all of your sandwiches? Because that's pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie.
Yes, the red pill and the blue pill. You either put mayonnaise or meatballs on your sandwich. There's no in between.
For me, it's a warm sandwich, cold sandwich type thing.
I mean, that's fair. So, all right, y'all heard it here. Mayo or meatballs? Number 4, a hard pivot. Have you ever seen a ghost?
Yes.
Go on then.
I was at a summer camp back
Oh.
when I was a wee lad, and they told us this story about this guy who burned alive, and it was the story behind that explained to us why we should take a shower while we're at camp.
What? What?
Okay.
He was a shoe cleaner. He was a shoe cleaner back in Britain, and they went to
Okay.
the Isle of Wight on a camping trip with the Boy Scouts.
Okay.
He lit a match and went to light the fire, but all the stuff that he used to clean shoes was still on his hands. So he then burned alive. And they said that he followed around people who didn't take showers.
I was gonna say
Sure
this.
enough, I was scared to take a shower at this camp because I'm like, it's a camp. I don't know how clean the water is.
Christ.
I eventually did end up taking a shower, but
This sounds exactly like a Boy Scout story. Like honestly.
Yeah.
We need to invent something like this for cons.
Also, I saw. Yeah, there it is in the chat. Oh God, how do I answer that? That's Margot's question.
How big is what?
Just to preface, you can answer that literally however you want.
DM me and I'll tell you.
He actually
Slide into
probably
those
fucking
DMs.
will.
Yeah,
Knowing him.
I mean, he knows that I'm sitting in this chat, so he's free to do it.
There you
Anyways,
go. So, did you? Maybe I somehow missed it, but did you ever see the ghost of the man who burned himself alive?
oh yeah,
Because he never
it was
showered.
terrifying. It was
Oh, yeah?
terrifying. Yeah, it was a week-long camp. I showered on Thursday. I saw him Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning.
What the fuck? You sure? You sure that was the ghost and not a really pale camp counselor?
No, because he was standing in amongst the trees. You'd look, you'd turn away, you'd look again, and he'd be gone. Yes.
Fair enough.
Huh.
Did any identifiable features?
White as ash.
Was he like wearing anything? Did he look burned at all, or?
I don't remember specifically. It was a long time ago. I was actually, fun fact, it was 10 years ago now. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
Now I was only thinking because otherwise I was like, I don't know, man. I think you just saw a British person in the forest.
Ooh. Ooh.
I love you, Alex. Number 5. What is the worst thing you have ever had in your mouth?
The dirt from the baseball field by my high school.
Interesting. Why specifically that dirt?
I used to play baseball, and when I was younger, I tripped and fell face first into the dirt. The thing that nobody notices is that field is just an absolute bathroom for all the local seagulls.
Oh no! Oh no!
Also, hi Muggany, nice to see you. I see your direct message.
I fucking knew he would. I absolutely knew he would. So I'm guessing you were vomit immediately.
The thing is, it didn't go directly into my mouth. It just went onto my tongue because I fell like a gas as I fell, and it just went. It's hard to explain, but yeah. I'm also there. We go. I've asked. No, it was not tasty. Can vouch. It was not tasty. 0 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, that answers that question. Holy crap, that probably would scar me for life.
My apologies.
No worries at all, man. Number 6. Kill, fuck, marry, the past, the present, the future. That's an oddly esoterically deep question.
Well, here's the thing. Oh God, how do I answer this?
I know, right?
I would say kill the past because I'm not happy with my past.
Okay.
Fuck the present because reasons, and marry the future because that's all I've got to look forward to.
Honestly, that's perfectly philosophical to me. I like it. I can't really argue with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll throw a curveball at you.
Go on.
Okay, go
How
ahead.
do you marry the future if it ain't here yet? You'd have to be married to the past because it's still with you.
Oh, that's philosophical.
You son of a bitch. Okay, so then what's the rest of it then? You're marrying the past.
I mean, you're fucked in the present, so you know.
So kill the future? That doesn't sound very
Yes.
cash money.
After the dream I had last night, it sounds all right to me.
Also, I apologize in advance to Mugany.
Did you shit post at him really hard?
No, I just answered their question.
Well, I mean, if he asked.
Yeah, you
Can't-
ask, I answer. That's kind of the point of this podcast.
Yeah, so yeah, don't apologize. The other people should apologize for asking. They shouldn't ask questions they don't want to know the answer to.
Hmm.
That goes for anything in life. Do not ask questions you do not want to know the answer to.
Yeah.
Trust me, it may save you. All right, moving right along then to RK Striker, JK5, who asks, what's your favorite non-MLP franchise?
Pokemon.
All right, what was your first Pokemon game?
Pokemon Pearl.
Really? All right, that's pretty
Yeah.
late. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Have-
I was, what, 7 at the time I got that? So, yeah.
Okay.
And
Jeez.
question from the audience, I'll answer that now. Favorite Pokemon then? Absol.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know which one that is because I'm gonna be real with everyone in the chat here. I stopped playing Pokemon once Silver and Gold came out. I couldn't handle beyond the first 151.
Yeah, fair enough. But to be more specific, favorite Pokemon Mega Absol. I will post a picture in whatever the chat's called. Luckily, I have it favorited. He says as he sticks a Mike and Ike in his mouth.
Hell yeah. Well, all right then. While y'all have a gander at that, I guess we'll jump off of that question into have you ever done anything for a non-MLP franchise?
No. Unfortunately, no.
Have you ever thought about making your documentaries for other conventions outside of MLP?
Not really. Also, take a drink.
Mm-hmm. I need that.
I've got to see what this image is because somebody just said, "Oh no, Absol is hot now."
What?
Yep, that's the image. That's the image.
Okay, I need to see this. Is it in behind the counter?
It's in behind the counter.
Who said it's hot, you fucking furries?
Alex did.
Flam, I hate to break it to
Ow.
you. You're stuck in a group of nothing but furries.
Okay, you know what?
Okay, I might be closet, but I'm not quite there yet.
Bronies are just
stand
diet
up, right?
furries.
Make her stand up right, give her some tits and hands, and then we'll talk.
There's porn of that. Why are you tempting people to continue drawing more of said thing?
He's a closeted furry.
A small price to pay for salvation. We're pony shit. We're furry light.
Not even. I will argue against
Diet
that
furry.
fucking day.
Diet furry fur light.
Well, at least the anthro section. So, but fair. I mean, they knew exactly what they were doing, giving her that fucking windswept look over her face.
The art team is just furries.
Fucking Pokemon assholes. All right. Let's see. Oh, Mugany's back with crying. I still hear the voices.
Oh, would you like a hug, Mugany?
I'm
I
sure
will
he'll
send.
answer.
I will
Go on.
send you a ghost hug via Discord.
I'm sure that'll cheer him up.
I hope so, because I don't like seeing people sad. If I can do anything to help it, I will.
There you go.
There you go, Mugany. Have a ghost hug.
Is he going to say anything back? Let's find
I
out.
don't know.
All right.
I
Do
agree with
keep
this
us.
person. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, do keep us in the loop if he responds.
Oh yeah, I've got Discord pulled up on one tab. I've got the stream pulled up on the other.
Hell yeah.
And yes, ghost hugs are adorable.
They absolutely are. Probably a little cold, though. But
Yeah.
moving right along, we have questions from our one or only Malk. Milk, did you want to take the
Malk.
questions?
No, you have to read my questions for me because I've reached the point of being too drunk.
Oh no. Please drink water.
Understood.
Perfectly coherent. You're still perfectly coherent.
Shut up. I'm trying to make Flam read my stuff.
Sounds good. Then I'll do my best impression of Milk while I read. So,
Please, tell me what you think I sound like.
Heyo, how was HarmonyCon?
Pretty dope, fam. Pretty dope.
Was there anything that really stood out?
So this is going to sound absolutely terrible, but I swear it was part of something. May have got stepped on at HarmonyCon in the literal sense of the word.
Oh, whoa.
So there was this group there that was running a dating game.
Oh no.
I
Then.
I was chosen to participate in said dating game for Team Rainbow Dash. I then ended up winning said dating game for Rainbow Dash. So they called up all the winners on stage, said, okay, everyone on your knees, and then face down. I went face down. I'm like, I don't know what to expect. And then I felt a foot in my back. I'm like, okay, I'm here now.
I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah, I'm just along for the ride. Also, shout out to Step 2 Harmony, by the way.
So, what did the foot in your back mean? What was the
Basically,
purpose of it all?
think I claimed this land in the name of France.
Okay. Sounds like a whale of a time. So, in that respect, I guess that sort of answers the most memorable moment at Harmony. So,
Yep. Also, real quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, go on.
I got a response from Mugany. First, they say, I don't accept your thanks. It doesn't feel genuine in response to the earlier question. And B, the ghost is an alcoholic, and I think think it's nickel shot right now. Besides, I'm really high, and I'm probably making stuff up. Not really, but don't say LOL.
For fuck's sake, Mugany.
I feel bad because that last message came in right as I was reading it.
I love that.
He's high on life. That's what we were intending to say on this podcast.
No, it's weed.
Yes.
So,
No, you can literally see what he's hiding.
Mugany, I'm sorry. You sent that too late.
go lie down, Mugany.
Besides, what are you worried
Bad
about, bitch?
now.
You just told everybody what you're doing in the chat.
I feel bad now. I'm sorry.
No, don't feel bad. He ousted himself long before this came up.
You son of a bitch.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So, radio, moving right along to next Milk's questions. Let me get back into Milk character. Did you get to see the nude banana?
I did. I didn't know what it was at first, but now that you say a name to it, I know what it was. It was a banana with a bunch of drawings that went bad by the end of the weekend.
Banana.
To be fair, that banana was going bad long before the weekend even started.
Oh yeah.
It was just an excuse to say, "Do you want to see my banana?" Right? I mean, let's be real here.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. So, what do you wish you could have done at Harmony?
What do I wish I could have done at Harmony? Honestly, not much that I didn't already do. I worked 3 days of double shifts per my own accord, and I had a wonderful time. Thank you again, HarmonyCon. They did not pay me to say this message.
Shout out to HarmonyCon who have not
Oh yeah,
sponsored
mega
this
shout.
video.
Yeah, mega shout out to HarmonyCon. You're not our sponsors.
Yes. However, mid-roll out ad break that this is sponsored by Skillshare. No, I'm fucking with you. I'm absolutely fucking with you guys.
I had something all lined up for the ad break. Dang it.
It'll get. Let's see. Let me refresh real quick because if yeah, that's after this it's Ravage. So we may want to do the ad break after Milk's question. So save
Yeah,
it.
the last one was perfect for it.
Perfect. So alrighty, then what was it like working on Unconventional, the documentary?
First, I'm going to take a drink, crack open that bottle of Dr. Pepper Zero,
Yes.
and then I'm going to say it was very good, very memorable. I got to a couple points during that process where I could not see the wood from the trees and realized I have to take a break.
Oh, that's important.
Yeah, because I literally watched the same 11 hours of footage for 3 months.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Christ, yeah, that'll probably make someone crazy a bit, just a little bit.
Yeah.
So glad it all worked out though.
Yeah.
All right.
How did I
So
not go insane? I didn't. You saw that.
let's see. Do you plan on? Oh, excuse me. I need to get into proper milk. Do
And
you
can
plan
we
to? Go on.
sorry, real quick, can we move the screen down because we're still looking at Muggany and crying?
Milk.
He needs some milk.
No, we don't got milk.
Do you plan to do another one sometime later?
So funny you should mention that.
Oh.
I've been bouncing around the idea for a while now, and all the people watching this are among the first to know, save for a group of 5, that we will be returning with a second documentary, talking about the online convention experience and history.
Oh.
Unconventional is coming back, and we're doing it digital.
Goddamn. Well, all right. Exclusive. You heard it here, folks.
Not even my Twitter knows about that yet, so good job, people.
Holy shit. Guys, we got some exclusive scoops on here. Are we horse news?
Oh no.
I haven't been hitting them head with enough bricks for that shit.
Oh my.
Just playing around, y'all. So, with that answered then, with that exclusive scoop answered, I think you asked the same question twice of what was your, or no, I guess this could be for any con. What was your most memorable con experience?
Honestly, it's the same pretty much every con at this point. Day 3 or day 4, whatever the last day is, depending on your convention, helping the AV crew move out is probably the most memorable time for me. Because literally it's just everybody all hands on deck helping everybody to move out. Because we can't start the dead dog until everybody's out. And I wish that people picked up on that more because nobody helps with helps anymore. They just go to dead dog.
What's dead dog? I need to know.
Dead dog is the after party for the convention staff.
Gotcha.
It's basically the majority of staff is told, please don't drink during your time at con. And this is the first time you get to have alcohol.
Okay, so it's a giant. So everyone, I'm assuming, gets pretty wasted.
Some people do. I have never been wasted at a dead dog, but that's just me.
That's fair. I can imagine some people who are probably on the front lines in the conventions probably need it.
Yeah, let's just say some people ended up shirtless at one event.
I'd believe that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So moving on then. What's something you want to do at a convention but haven't had the chance to do yet?
Okay, this is where I could potentially get in trouble. I'm going to say
Okay.
I like. Oh God, I can't say that. That's too far.
You depending on what it is, if you actually think it's might be controversial, go ahead and post it in the behind the counter, and we can probably be the judge of that.
Yeah,
If
I'll
it's
post that
actually
in the
legit,
behind the counter. Just so
yeah.
it's
If
nothing.
it's a
It's not.
legit,
It's nothing against anything in your rules, but I'm just going to type that out. Bear with us, audience.
yeah, no worries. I don't see anything wrong with that, and honestly, it's kind of noble. Yeah, you're
Okay.
you're totally fine.
Yeah, it would be kind of nice to lose my V card at a con, but it's probably never going to happen.
Jesus Christ, dude, didn't we know fucking milk other than pencil for and priest for obvious fucking reasons. And I guess you with Snoop, but didn't we know someone outside of the group that was that essentially got laid at every single fucking con?
Probably Wooten, I would say, because he's got wife, girlfriend thing. I don't know.
Oh, he's doing that now too.
Unless we're talking the one guy who went wizard status and then lost his V card, and then we're talking a dude maybe named Vinny, I think it was, like way back.
Oh no, I think I may just be thinking of someone else then.
And
Okay.
you know we're still here trying to help Enigma do that as well. So
Remember, folks, practice
I've given
safe sex.
yeah, and help him. I've given up essentially.
the
He
Pinkie Pie
hasn't.
costume stays on.
Yeah, he hasn't
Hmm.
given up. Help him. Fucking let's see. So no, I think quite a few people still have that goal. So I think it's great. I wish you luck in that, man.
Thank you. It's appreciated.
Absolutely. So but yes, as Milk said, make sure the Pinkie Pie costume stays on.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Okay, and just a really cool out of the blue question: what superpower would you want?
What superpower would I want? I would want the ability to be a philanthropist and not have to worry about my bank account later. Like,
Based.
honestly, if I could go and donate to any charity any amount of money, I totally would. If I didn't have to worry about it later.
Honestly, based is all hell. Agreed, and absolutely agreed. So that ends that line of questioning. I guess since there's only one last section, which is Ravage's questions, we'll go ahead and do the mid-roll ad now. Milk and Rav, you two want to do that?
Oh, do we want to do the ads?
Yes. If you two do the
Alright,
ads, I
alright.
will read your questions unless you want to read the questions, in which case I'll do it with Milk.
No, I'll let you read my questions.
Okay. It's either that or since Pencil's not here, you can read as Dr. Roxo.
I gotta do this
I
with
mean,
Dr.
I was gonna get
Roxo.
all ASMR on you.
I would want
Yeah.
Marge.
You're right.
I would want.
Okay,
Marge.
then no, do the ad as Dr. Roxo. Please do the ad as Dr. Roxo right now.
Baby.
Take it away, y'all. And I think you said, and also Nathanian, you said you had something to add too, right?
No,
Oh, God.
that was my
What was
segue into that was my segue into the ad break.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so take it away, gentlemen.
Get on the program there, Flamingo.
I don't like where this is going already, but I accept it.
Oh, milk there, baby.
Oh God, what do you want, Dr. Roxo?
You know where you can put all that money from your wallet?
On hookers and blow?
I mean, I do like my cocaine, baby, but no.
Fuck me. Okay, where can I spend the money then, Dr. Roxo? Please, share.
We do support a horse out in Red Wings Horse Sanctuary. You can always donate there. I promise they're using the hookers and blow.
Wow, this sounds like a great charitable investment. Where are we sending this money to?
Well, I think we can donate it to our Patreon or whatever it is we got going on. Why don't you tell them all about it?
Bitch, I set you up to tell them about it already.
I know, but I did the cocaine already and I can't concentrate.
So Dr. Roxo is very correct. We do run a small Patreon where every month we receive a donation from you guys, and we then send it to Red Wings Horse Sanctuary to our sponsor horse, who is what was our sponsor name horse again? It was
Little bit.
Little Bit.
Bitch.
And formerly it was Big Mac. May he rest in peace. Peace be unto him.
I was stuck with the
Big
name.
Mac, you're gonna make me cry.
Christ.
Oh my
Go
god.
Go on.
You can also donate to us on Twitch here by getting bits and watching ads and then sending us these bits for money. And we send that money directly to the horses. Or you can just go to redwingshorsesanctuary.com and make a donation on your own.
You follow all that children now, go play.
Just gonna casually look up their website and make a donation.
Damn. Yes, definitely. Little Bit will be very happy. Thank you very much.
If I can figure out how to navigate the website, give me a second.
Did Alex post the links? Oh.
Now you can do your thing, Rav.
I can do my thing. I thought I was doing this so Flam could read my questions.
I thought we were
That's
doing
fine.
it so I could do your mom.
But you fucking got him.
I mean, you'd have a real hard time of it, but okay.
Yep, there we go.
Right.
Someone's gonna have a hard
Huzzah.
time.
Enjoy the donation, folks.
Thank you, Nathanian. You are MVP, and Little Bit will send thank yous shortly.
No worries.
That's awesome. All right, then moving on to Rav's questions, who has asked me to read them. So, should I try and do an impression of Rav? Hello, I'm Ravage. Okay, we'll do it like this. Number one, what's a question that you wish people would ask you?
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay today. It's been sort of up and down recently, PCD and everything, but hanging in there.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
It'll all get better. It always does in the long run. But it's a good question. Always ask your friends and stuff how you doing.
Yeah.
How you really doing. It's important. Number two. If you were the protag of a displaced fic, what would it be about, and who would you be unlucky enough to be?
Let's see. What would the displaced fic would probably be about community college. And I would just play myself because I basically didn't exist at community college. I was just a ghost in the system.
Okay. Sounds good to me. So let's see. I lost my place. Oh, no, I didn't.
Number 3.
I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm stupid. All right. If you or your significant other could be any size at all, such as a Lady Demi Domi Mommy or Renamon-esque kaiju, what would your dynamic look like?
So, how do I answer that?
I don't know how you answer that.
Honestly, if we're talking like ideal situations, I'd like to be the taller one in the relationship.
Okay.
So, that's all I'll say to that because honestly, we'll get more into stuff like that later.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Moving right along. Have you ever released a foot fetish video, and where can your fans find it if you have?
So, here's the thing.
Oh boy.
The odds the odds of me releasing a foot fetish video are lower than the odds of my ASMR career getting off the ground,
So you're telling
which
me
is
there's a
already
chance?
0.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Here's the
even
thing.
an
I tried it.
imaginary number is still a number.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Goddamn.
Oh god, I'm getting direct messages up the wazoo. Oh god.
Oh no. What are they? Are they asking you? What are they asking you?
I just got to respond to this one.
Are they asking you
Probably
the same
asking if they
question
can make
Muggany
a
was?
retard.
How
No,
how
no.
how big
No, nobody
penis?
else is doing that. Just going to type that real quick. And add a sorry on the end for player. There we go. Okay, back to it.
Back to scheduled programming.
Back to our regularly scheduled program where I get asked the questions that you don't want to answer.
Honestly, disturbingly accurate. Number 5. Do you read or write snuffles, i.e. gore clop for cute ponies? Why do you ask this stuff, Rav? Look at you.
I have a feeling that this is a carryover from the last couple interviews where it's been all fanfic artists. Unfortunately, no, I do not.
No, it's not
last
fanfic artists.
Last time, fanfic writers, you know what I'm saying. But it has been a long time since I've been on fanfiction before this, so just shows you where things are.
No worries, totally fine. Oh, here's another philosophical question that'll divide nations. Favorite MILF?
Okay, now here's the thing. I mentioned this before we went on air, that I was going to have at least one hot take. I am not a big fan of MILF.
Really?
Yeah.
That is a spicy take there, sir.
Is indeed a spicy take, but
I mean, I'm not going to shit on anyone else for what they like, but yeah.
Oh no, absolutely agreed. Each literally different strokes for different folks. But guess that answers that question, and we'll move right along. All right. Here's one that's a little more tailored. Favorite princess from MLP. This one might get toxic.
Ooh. I gotta be honest. Probably favorite princess from MLP. Oh god, no matter what, I'm going to piss somebody off with this, but I'm going to go Luna.
Unfathomably based. Hell yeah. I allow it, and no, there will be no arguments in the chat. We will not be accepting further input on that. AMA is over. We're moving right along because that is the only correct answer. Moving along.
Okay.
Love you, chat. Favorite. Oh, are you favorite object ponies? So like soda pony, pizza pony, snake pony, thing pone, etc.
So I'm going to go Pizza Pone just because I had 2 Pizza Pones buy me pizza at HarmonyCon.
Really?
Yeah.
That is awesome. What was a good pizza?
It was Pizza Hut pizza, which I've never had before.
It's what's funny is that I had Pizza Hut today and it was great, but I've had other Pizza Hut and it's actually it was dog water. So
oh yeah, I feel that.
I hope you got a good Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah, it was a good Pizza
I'm
Hut.
gonna date myself here. Back in the 90s when I was a kid, Pizza Hut used to be fucking amazing. I loved going to Pizza Hut. Then they decided to go super cookie cutter with the way they made their pizzas.
Okay.
And oh my fucking god, they're so bad. Like the same building in my town that's existed since Pizza Hut was a thing. Yeah, their pizza is absolute fucking dog shit. I'd rather go to the Domino's down the street.
That's fair.
Like, it's good to know that there is a Pizza Hut out there that still serves good pizza.
Yeah, the one by my house is actually, I got a thin crust pizza, is actually surprisingly spectacular. So
I will have to take a visit then just for pizza.
Yeah, they're out here. They're out there still. But slight detour from Rav's questions because apparently there were some questions from the chat here. So
Yeah,
question
I see
from Cyber Drake. Would you hug an original changeling?
Sure, why not?
What about a Celis?
I don't go Celis.
All
I
right.
am a hugger by nature.
So that
I
means
will
you
hug most things.
So you'll hug a bat pony too.
Oh yeah, I'll get bitten, but I'll hug a bat pony.
Now, would you fug any of these? And if so, which ones?
Depends on one thing.
Okay.
We talking anthro or?
They don't specify, but sure.
I mean,
Under ideal conditions.
That's a good modifier. Let's say it's your ideal version of the character.
Bat pony is nobody else.
Base as fuck. Okay.
I don't know what base means, but okay. I'm going to sit here and nod.
It means you are awesome and you got the objectively correct opinion despite what anyone else may say.
No, it just means based on these nuts.
It's based on nothing, exactly. Based on the hardware installed inside of it.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So, yes, Anthro bat ponies are spectacular. Y'all already know.
God.
So, another question from Philoxen. Nathanian, how many people were you attracted to at HarmonyCon?
Depends on what they mean by attracted. If they mean sexually, not many. If they mean like friendly, many. Many.
There you go. And
we missed one out there. Alex _ how would he describe the odor of his foot? I'll go with this one. Freshly cleaned, because I took a shower before I came on this.
Yes.
Anyways, where were we?
He was probably disappointed. All right. So we were at a famous or favorite object ponies. So moving on, so since bats are the superior pony, I agree. How many anons must we suck dry? Why we?
It's an in-joke, more or less, but go with it.
Sure.
I mean, just in the same way that I've been called an honorary Canadian from the amount of times I say sorry, I have been called an honorary bat by my friends, even though my OC is very clearly a unicorn. So we can be correct in this case.
That's fair.
But honestly, let them live in fear. We'll get them later.
God damn.
That's the
okay.
best answer I've ever had. You hear that, Nani? You're gonna live in fear.
That's a threat.
It is, and I love it.
All right, I like that. Number 10. Why is Spike the worst and everyone that likes him is wrong?
This is where I go back to each their own ideal of I'm not going to judge what you like. I might disagree with what you like, but honestly, I have no true opinion of Spike. He just sort of seemed to fade away most of the time.
Honestly,
like I don't remember a single episode, save for like the one where he got his wings and the one where he was with. There's actually about 5 I can think of in the whole series that actually centered around Spike.
I mean, he's supposed to be forgettable.
Fair enough.
I mean, was he supposed to be forgettable?
No,
they just wrote him like that, though.
Yeah, they really did.
It says a lot. I mean, but to be fair, I also thought about that as the student 6 too. It took me like 6 episodes to remember their names.
It took me a long fucking time to remember their names. I
guess.
The only one I remembered off the top of my head was Silverstream.
For me, it was Yona. That's all. That's the only one whom I remembered immediately, and the others I was mixing their names up. So.
Yeah, I helped a friend buy a Yona pony plushie at HarmonyCon. That was awesome.
Nice.
Yes.
Yona's best yak. So.
Yeah, because here's the thing.
Yeah.
Conventions are the one place that I get to be philanthropic and not worry about it. Because I know what I have, and I know what I can afford to lose at conventions. And if I'm helping somebody else by making their day by giving them $10 to buy a button or something, it's not the end of the world.
Of course.
I just wish I could live a life like that.
There's always that possibility in the future.
Yeah.
So, and I know you said that's kind of like your dream, so I really hope that comes to fruition for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course. So, and here's a question that I like. If you could start an interstellar war between any 2 factions from any universe or universes, who would they be and why?
Hmm.
Who would you just want to
Interstellar
see
war
fight?
between any two factions from any universe or universes.
Yeah. So like, say like
I'm gonna go out on a
the
limb with this one. I'm gonna go out on a limb.
okay.
Who remembers the movie Pixels starring Adam Sandler?
Oh God, I have
I saw
very
it
vague
once.
memories of this.
I would want that humans against cartoon characters.
We would lose.
Western
We
animation
would lose
cartoon
so fucking
characters.
hard.
We'd lose, but the world would be a lot more interesting.
I mean, I can't argue against that.
Christ's sake, I'm suddenly just now imagining like an interstellar war between the Empire and like the fucking Muppets. Like
Human
for
versus
no
Muppet.
exactly. It's
No,
like
even
that.
better, the Animaniacs, and they drop anvils on everyone. It's
Christ.
raining anvils. Hallelujah.
No.
It's raining.
No,
Oh, God.
Christ. It's like that one tweet that says one person stays human, the rest of them become Muppets. What franchise or movie do you choose? And whose remains human?
I've never heard
Reminds
that one
me.
before. That was kind of fun.
Oh yeah, and it's just like episode 1 and only Anakin is human, everyone else is Muppets.
Oh,
So
no.
so
Now this is pod racing.
or Saving Private Ryan, but only Tom Hanks is human, everyone else is Muppets.
Oh, no.
So that
Just
question
Beacon
just
walking around missing an arm.
the Normandy beach scene
Stuffing's
with
flying
Muppets would be
out.
fucking terrible.
I know. That's what I was referencing with Beaker.
Yeah. Yeah. So that question just reminded me of that, but
Yeah.
good answer regardless. I like it. So let's see. Oh, here's one of these. If dick cheese could be blocked and sliced for sandwiches, how much vaginal marinara will we need to spread on our avocado toast to make a fuck trophy? A flushed consolation prize is acceptable too. Thanks, Rav. I hate it.
So, let's see. If I'm doing the math right, you need at least 4x2 for the base, and then a 3x2 layer on top of that. Then you need a pedestal and a second pedestal. So we're looking at least let's call that that would be 8, then 6. So 14, then 4 more for the next layer. That's 18. Enough to cover 19 slices of bread.
Hmm.
But is it
So-
sustainable? Can we make this profitable?
No, it's worse than an idea on Shark Tank. It is half the time.
Oh God.
Woo! Spicy.
I apologize to Shark Tank fans.
No, that was no, I love watching Shark Tank just to see some of those ideas, let me tell you.
I'm Mark Cuban, and I'm out.
Yeah. Hey, nice cock, but I got eyes and ears on the streets, and the streets tell me that this cock would have made waves 10 years ago. For that reason, I'm out. So, congratulations. You're ready for Vylon questions, but I don't think
Sure, go ahead.
Vylon didn't leave any questions. But let's see.
We
Oh,
have
but
a
there is.
document we can pull from.
Let's see. We'll save the Vylon questions for last then, as we always do.
Righto.
So we'll do a couple of those. And those are just Vylon is a national treasure. She's amazing. She's awesome, and we love her. But she will pull the most horrific questions out of her ass. Like,
Okay, I've got a question for you guys, though.
yeah.
Turning the table
Alright.
on its head, I've got a question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
If any piece of music could become your theme song, what song would it be?
Ooh.
Get back to me on that one.
Okay. If any of you guys know the answer, by all means, you
Yeah,
answer.
I'll start it off. There's this band known as AJR who have made songs like "Weak," "The Game Is Here," and "Let the Games Begin," and "Bang." Yes, that is an actual song title, but I would go with their song "Karma." I've been so good. I've been helpful and friendly. I've been so good. Why am I feeling empty?
All right.
Yeah. Anyways, where were we? Sorry.
No worries. So let's see, 13. Have you ever had to cut out weird shit from your videos? And if so, please elaborate. Well, as much as you can, at least.
Yes, I have had to cut weird shit from Oh, we've got a new question, by the way. Yes, I have had to
Yes.
cut weird shit from my videos. Yeah, I can't really elaborate because of NDAs, but there was some stuff that happened.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything that would be like illegal, essentially, or?
Only stuff that could get people banned from conventions.
Understood. Well, damn, the fact that someone did that on camera, then shit. All right. Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
we'll leave it at that if it's under NDA. So yeah.
there's one thing that actually isn't under NDA,
Okay. Well,
and this
whatever
is
you're
one.
comfortable sharing.
Yeah, this is a funny story I had from one of my early con experiences. I was dressed up as a character, and I had somebody approach me,
Okay.
and they turned to me, and this is. God, am I going to get in trouble for saying this? To
You want to
the
pose?
back counter. To the back counter.
All right.
In the meantime, somebody make conversation.
How about them bears?
Ligma balls.
Get out.
I'll leave that at that.
You're fine.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Christ, all right, that's never happened to me, but shit, all right. I was wondering if these mysterious orgies actually happen. But go on.
They do. They definitely do.
So I was asked. So this person walks up to me, and they said, "Hey, how'd you like to be part of an orgy?" And I sat there and I thought for a second. I said, "Okay, do you want to do this, or do you not want to do this?" Then I got the best idea I ever had. I looked up, smiled, turned to the dude, and said, "Dude, I'm 16," and walked away, leaving him and his friends with their jaws on the floor.
Bro.
Nah, one of
You
them just sat there with their jaw on the floor, and the other two, who were like 15 feet away, just burst out laughing.
fucking.
They realized they had the wrong character. They had a cosplayer.
You looked into your camera and like we do a little bit of trolling.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, that wasn't caught on camera, but yeah, you know.
Right. That's still legendary. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Number 14. Loaded question time. You're trapped in a room with 10,000 dicks. How many are you choking on?
Don't know. Never interacted with them. So I'm going to sit here and say one.
All right. Sounds good. I'm guessing Rav, if you said 0, you would have been like, oh, so you're an expert or something, right?
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you chose the right answer.
Nice.
The punchline is, oh, you're that good.
Yeah, exactly. It's the classic. Does everyone know you beat your wife? And can't answer yes or no because the classic, schoolyard 90s with your friends. Are you gay? No. Do your parents know you're gay? And then no, wait, no, and then everyone just starts laughing at you.
So
Yeah, so
the only thing that I beat is jokes into the ground by saying them over and over again. You might have seen one in the behind the counter. The googly eyes, I've beat that into the ground for years.
yeah.
I've been making that joke since 2017.
I've been
And I
making
just put it to rest.
I've been making some jokes since I was in middle school. I don't care if they're beaten into the ground. Some shit just never gets old for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, beating jokes into the ground is great.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Also,
All
to
right.
answer Mugginy's question, error 404 not found. Do not know at this time. But I could go either way, honestly.
There you have it. All right, moving on to Lily Kuzland, who asks, Hello. If you could sit down to to dinner with any character from MLP, who would it be? Ooh, I like this question.
Now, if we're talking just dinner,
Yeah.
I probably would go Fluttershy. Oh god,
Okay.
do I want to go Fluttershy or Rainbow Dash? Depends on what we're having, and depends on where we're at. If it's like a sort of general, like laid back sort of setting, definitely Rainbow Dash. But if it's like a dress nice, fancy sort of place, Fluttershy.
I like it. Perfect. Uh,
Are dining at restaurants you're fetishing on?
oh, fuck.
Wait, what?
Pretty. No, it's
I missed that. Sorry.
no. It was it's a joke for Priest who isn't here because he
He's
wrote
gonna have to edit
Fluttershy.
the video though, so
Yeah,
this one's
he wrote
for him.
Fluttershy Wants in Your Pants, which is a story about Fluttershy trying to get with Anon and trying to figure out his fetish. And each new chapter is her trying to figure out his fetish. So,
Oh,
so in joke for him, Priest will love. Priest may hate Rab for that, but or love it. Who knows?
okay,
But
fair enough.
yeah.
Probably
All
both.
right. Probably both. Number 2. If a portal opened up under you and sucked you into the MLP verse, would you rather change to fit the world or remain as a human?
Change.
Question.
Instant change.
Instant. Yeah.
Huh.
Instant pony. All right. What type of pony?
The back of my head is saying unicorn, but the front of my brain is saying I would like to fly. But I'm going to go with the back of my brain to go unicorn
Okay.
because that's
Yeah.
what my OC is. That's what I've known. I mean, my whole talent is lip syncing, so
Sweet. And sure you can do quite a bit of shenanigans with magic. So,
yeah.
but does that outweigh flight? I'd say yes for the
I
most
mean,
part.
from a safety standpoint, definitely,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
because I am a complete wuss. I won't do a lot of things.
And if you were good enough with magic, you could be like Starlight and just carry yourself everywhere.
Yeah, Shakespeare's just said Starlight Glimmer could fly though.
Yeah.
With an up arrow from Phloxton.
It's like I understood why they did that. I was just like, okay, well then doesn't that mean all unicorns can? But if it's only powerful unicorns, why have we not seen anyone else do that? So it just opened up a bit of a can of worms. Anyway, I'm
Also, my apologies, Shakespeare Clee. Thank you for the elaboration on that. I've already gone back and forth throughout the episode, so that's why I said it that way. My apologies.
I'm going to call him Shakespeareicals from now on.
Shakespeareicals, yes.
Anyways,
Love it. Number 3. In the show, the currency they use appear to be gold coins. Considering how much gold is seen elsewhere, do you think the economics of the world would value something like copper or bronze more since it might actually be rarer? These are good questions.
honestly, I think no.
Okay.
Because gold makes for a good standard, and if you only use gold across all regions of the world, then it makes for a good way to keep track of everything. Like when I went to England, I had to go out and change a bunch of my money for British pound.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Oh, this isn't worth as much as the British pound." So it made just having the gold standard and sorry, I just read something, but the gold standard makes it a lot easier in my opinion.
Mm. No, that makes sense to me. So assuming that they use the same standardization than us, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd probably agree that gold is probably
Yeah.
the better material, and since it's got excellent industrial uses too, it'll actually probably be even more sought after. So agreed. And number 4, is there a genre of music you enjoy listening to? Or the most
Musicals, indie, and so musicals, indie, and let's say, oh, I've got a playlist. What's on that playlist? It's called "Sometimes I Need My Edgy Music," and it's all just basically like soft metal.
Okay.
But besides that, pony music is a pretty big or not a big industry, but a big spectrum. So I like listening a lot to pony music.
God, I remember the peak of pony music, and some of that shit was just honestly way too good for its own good. And I'm glad at least a few of those artists moved on into actually good music careers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And I agree with that
yeah.
comment. I actually would call pony music an industry. Yeah.
Just reminds me of a very interesting time. I remember when I was still in college, like I want to say like 6 years ago, and met one of my friends, and his roommate was a massive brony. Cool. I was into this shit too, so it was cool to see. He had a bunch of posters, all that good stuff. And this was around the time that dubstep was really a thing too. And, or,
Oh,
or
wow.
at least still partially a thing before it just kind of evaporated.
Yeah.
And so maybe it was like 7 years ago. But anyway, so I said, all right, liking the dubstep you got on here. And he turned to me, huffed, and said without a shred of irony in his voice, it's actually dub trot.
Oh, wow.
God.
It was that. So I'm like, okay. And
Oh,
this
no.
guy, yeah. And somehow this guy pulled a lot of tail in college. So it worked. Maybe there is something to this dub trot.
No, not what I was getting at. We've got a new question.
Oh, let me refresh. Oh, you're gonna divide people Shakespeareicals, wiping, sitting or standing.
Sitting.
Yes. Who the fuck stands up?
Where's Enigma when you need him? Because he's the one who stands when he wipes.
He stands?
He stands.
Why would you stand?
You have to ask
Don't
him.
at me in the chat, people.
Oh, apparently you've never sat on a toilet too small for you.
So now we know Rap stands.
Lean, boy.
Why is this a question?
Because it causes arguments like this, and it's amazing. People wiping sitting or standing. There's always one person who obviously does one or the other, but the greatest part is usually they don't know that the other person exists.
Ooh.
And that's what causes the rift.
I mean, I know a question that'll make your brain do backflips.
Yeah.
Where does your lap go when you stand up?
The lap's still your thighs.
It's still
the
there.
general region.
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
there. It's not.
But it's
it
not a
doesn't
lap
disappear.
anymore because you're standing. So where did it go?
That's not how it works.
It evaporates and becomes Dent dies. Yes, thank you.
There you go. And refreshing quickly, we do have another couple quick questions. So y'all need to get your questions in earlier, goddammit. So how about you barcast some bitches? Jeez, okay, thanks. Thanks, Compass.
roll d20
Okay.
to cast bitches.
Wow. Yeah. 1. Do you think there would be tension between bat ponies and regular ponies post banishment of Luna? Oh, we're going into some more philosophical questions.
Oh, that's a toughie. Honestly, I view the bat ponies more as a race of we aren't going to make trouble. We are just going to stand with our leader, and when our leader comes back, then we'll have beef with you. So I think they just sort of went quiet for a while, but once Luna came back, then it became a whole thing.
Gotcha. It's also if you canonically believe that the bat ponies have existed for as long as she's been alive, which is for over 1,000 years at least. So yeah, I mean, I could see that happening either way. So yeah, it makes sense to me. Number 2, what are some cool locations you think would exist in Equestria that we haven't seen or have heard of in the show? For example, the Great Plain of Blizzards or something.
Ooh. Gonna go out on a limb and say San Francisco. That would probably be a pretty cool place.
That sounds like it absolutely fits. What's interesting is that if you actually look up a map of Equestria, there's actually a full-on canonized map and there's a lot of places that you really only either hear about in passing or have not actually heard about.
Yeah, I helped a
And you're like,
friend build. Sorry,
no, go on, you're fine.
I helped a friend build a map in Transport Fever 2 of Equestria, and I started pitching out names for him. Like one of the names that I really loved was Niagara Falls, like
Mm-hmm.
Nay, like horses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great one. Uh, it took me a while to realize that it was Los Pegasus like Los Angeles and not Las Pegasus like Las Vegas, because I was
Hmm.
extremely confused for a while. But yeah, it's like Los Angeles. Very interesting.
Yeah.
At any
Also,
rate,
we've got a
go on.
question in the chat that I'll just sort
Oh,
of.
do
Yeah.
we?
Am I embarrassed to talk to my about ponies to my non-pony friends or family?
Ooh, good question.
Now, here's the thing. I used to, but then in 2016, when I was having a conversation with my brother, he was basically he brought it up and then he's like, "What's that convention you're going to?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a pony convention." He's like, "Cool." And at that point, I just realized nobody cares, so I don't have to.
Perfect. Yeah, for me, it's my normal friends don't care. My family wouldn't really care. They would just be asking a lot of questions that I just would not have. I just wouldn't really want to sit down and have an hour-long conversation about, sort of thing. So to them, it's more like half truths in the sense that, oh, I'm going to a writing convention, which is technically true if you omit a few things.
You know, like
So
to
things
some of
like
my
that.
friends, I quote it as an animation convention.
Which yeah, I mean that's true.
Yeah,
So
I'm not technically lying.
and my parents, for example, like they know how they know I'm into pony. They don't know how deeply I'm in the rabbit hole.
Hmm.
Is kind of the thing. So that's what I just leave at that for them. So all right. Yeah, good answer. I agree. And let's see. Number 3 from Compass. What do you think is the availability of meat in Equestria, considering that griffins exist and travel through Equestria regularly?
Now, here's the question I need to determine: is fish meat?
Oh God, you will get a debate on that even here on Earth. I'm of the opinion it is, but it is a living
Okay,
creature,
Is
I'm
muscle.
going
is
to.
But
muscle. They use it to move. It is fucking meat.
I was going to say, just for the sake of simplicity, anything that is high in protein and contains muscle, I'm calling meat.
I agree.
So I'd imagine fish would be pretty regular around Equestria. So
I'm on even in my
yeah,
stories. I
we've
agree.
seen
Yeah.
we've seen in one of the episodes, I don't remember which one it was. I think it was Putting Your Hoof Down, the one with Twilight, where they went to the Iron Will conference. There was fish in that episode that Twilight gave to the animal, like the otters down underneath the bridge to her house.
Oh yeah. God, I didn't even remember that.
I have a follow-up question.
Go ahead.
What do you think the pigs are for on Applejack's farm?
No.
Leather. They skin them alive.
She has pigs on her farm, and what did they use pigs for in Equestria?
Ground clearance. It's cheaper than a lawnmower.
This is true. I know some areas here in LA they use farmers' sheep and goats to clear out brush.
Oh yeah, they do that up near my place. So yeah,
Yeah, they eat the shit out of everything, and they do a pretty goddamn good job.
yeah.
So I'd agree with that statement. Or who knows? Maybe there's more in those hay burgers than they let in on.
Applejack just really likes bacon.
Yes, yes. And Shakespeare Cleese posted a nice picture to go with that. So feel free to refresh and put that on screen if you want. Milk. I like that. I hate that. I love it, but I hate it.
Is it the nuts one? Oh no, that's a different. That's different. My bad. I thought you were talking about in general.
Gotcha. No, that one's great. Uh, that looks like that's all the questions we have.
Okay,
So I will.
I gotta respond to this real quick though.
Oh,
It
go
says,
ahead, please.
legends say that griffins eat ponies. Is that really true? Only if we really like them. Ooh woo.
Yes, that is an absolute ooh woo moment.
Suddenly Gilda starts singing Bulgy Water or something.
Yeah, do we need to get the ooh woo rap in here?
Oh God, no! I
Sorry,
will
sorry,
leave now
sorry.
if you do.
I will post that later.
My apologies.
So
I didn't mean to start something.
not at all. You're fine. It's the greatest song ever. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
And I am not getting into that question because that is political and I'm not dealing with it.
Did someone ask a dumb question in the chat?
It had to do with HarmonyCon.
Oh, okay, understood. Yeah,
Yeah,
radio.
we'll explain when it's done.
Radio. Then we'll ignore that. Then let's see. So that's all the questions in here. I'll leave a choice to however people are feeling. Do you want to do a couple Vylon questions, or do we just say that'll be the end of it for today if
Let's
people
do
got to
some
do
violent
things?
questions.
All
I
right.
got one
Unless
picked
anyone
out.
else has something else to do, but
Nope.
I'm totally down for violent.
Nope.
I've got one.
Let's.
All right.
All
I
right.
And Shakespeare,
have
please,
one.
briefs.
All right. So let's start with a quick question from Vylon, just to warm the waters a little
Yeah,
bit.
get the ice
So
broken.
exactly. So if Eve doomed the entire human race for an apple, what would she do for a Klondike bar?
What would you do for a Klondike bar? Nothing. Sorry. Ooh, that's a good question. Because if you did that for an apple, what would she do for a Klondike bar?
I mean, is this technically religious? It's a legend. Just pull any religiousness out of it, please.
Yeah.
There's no religion in here.
Here's where the back of my brain is telling me to say something, but I know it's going to get me in trouble. So I might ask that we move on from that so I don't piss anyone
You know
off.
what? You know what? That's fair. Then we'll move back to the previous question. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Honestly, I don't like Klondike bars.
Okay,
Hot
so
take.
the answer.
Hot take, or in this
Alright.
case, cold take, but I don't like Klondike bars. I'm
I mean,
more an
they're-
instant kind of guy.
they're fine,
Well-
honestly. So.
Well, I've got a question for you then.
all
Okay,
right.
go ahead.
You're on a bus, and the seat next to you is free. A 9 out of 10 hot girl wearing a miniskirt steps in and sits next to you. Her arm
Did he cut? Did he cut? He cut. He cut. Oh no!
uncomfortable and looks you in the eyes.
You
She
cut out
smiles.
halfway through there.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Fucking damn it!
Yeah.
Fucking Christ! Blah blah blah. We're fucking God damn it! You
Sits
know
down
what?
next to you down on the bus.
All right, her arm gently rubs against your shoulder as the bus drives on a bumpy road. She notices you getting uncomfortable and looks you in the eyes. She smiles. She lays her hands on her thighs, still smiling but looking forward. Her miniskirt slips up slightly. You try not to get a boner. She gets a boner. Will you tap that or will you drop that?
Out of respect and due to the fact we're in a public place, I will pass.
That is very fair.
Because the number one thing that I want to imply with this is I would need total consent before I did anything with anyone.
Mm-hmm. Of course, of course.
Yeah. So I will kindly pass. Now, if we get off at the same stop and you say, hey, I'd like to talk to you about something, I'm not going to run away. I will sit there and have a conversation with you. But yeah. Yes,
Okay.
Shakespeare, please. Consent is sexy.
Yes, absolutely. So let's see, gentlemen of the what other question should we do here? There's quite a fucking few
Jump
of
down
them.
to Mayor Friends.
The document is
Jump
in
down to
fact
Mayor Friends.
all it's all organized so you could jump to any particularly horrid subject that she's asked us questions about, and you could just bring them up. So please, take a moment
Okay,
to
let's
pick
see. Ooh, there's a would you rather section. Okay.
Okay, let's go for it.
Let's see. Let's start again a little weird, but not fully in yet. Would you rather your child be a shrimp or a potato?
Now, here's where I've got to ask. When you say shrimp or potato, do you mean as in a vegetable or someone really short? Or do you mean an actual shrimp or an actual potato?
An actual shrimp and an actual shrimp and an actual potato.
Potato.
I agree. I agree. You can eat your potatoes just fine.
Wait, what?
Now they're the only ones that
moving
grow
on.
after you.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about that, though. I am actually afraid of shrimp. I have a phobia of shrimp.
Is it
As
just
I have
shrimp, or is it like shellfish or crustaceans in general?
Shellfish and crustaceans in general.
Really?
I fun story. I was in Canada for my cousin's wedding,
Mm-hmm.
and we were having the dinner after. And as we were walking over there, because the hotel was like a block away, I look up and I see, this is a fish restaurant. And I'm like, I'm not going to do very well here. But I sit down at the table. I'm sitting there just breathing, trying to remain calm. The waiter walks over and puts a crab arm down in front of me. I waited 5 seconds, stood up, and walked out. I'm afraid of any like crustaceans in the same way that I'm afraid to go to the aquarium.
Damn. Well,
I will have to remember that for Babs.
Do not torture Nathanian with crustaceans.
No, I've got somewhere I've got a little bitty fucking beanbag crab animal from Sonic back when they used to actually give toys.
Also, we've got a question in the chat.
Oh.
2 shot glasses in front of you. One is milk, the other is horse cum. You get $50,000 for drinking either. Looking at them, you can't tell them apart. Do you roll them dice? Now here's the question. Do I get 100 grand if I drink both?
Yeah, this is the third option that no one thought of.
Here's the thing. If I do that, then I can be a philanthropist like I want to. Aww. Yeah, I'll drink one for 50 grand. I'll drink one for 50 grand. I don't care.
That's fine. And, yeah, if you got 100 grand and people ask you, "Damn, how'd you come into this money?" You'd be like, "No, I drank alcohol and horse cum together." Yeah, it's the things just happen. Then that's actually a good one. That's actually a really good one.
Yeah, that's a good question.
So here's another would you rather. Would you rather have a botfly maggot in your testicles or a tapeworm in your eyeballs?
Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't know what either of those really are.
They're horrible.
But they sound painful.
Okay, so what were the options? It was a botfly and a what?
A botfly maggot, so a larva, and botfly larva in your testicles, or a tapeworm in your eyeball.
Okay. So a botfly.
Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with the testicle one, just because if I need to chop them off, then I won't have as much of an issue.
You're going to want to after you see what a botfly is. It's this little larvae
or what it does
worm thing that is like inside your skin. It's under your skin, and then it eats a channel out from where it's at, and it just lives in there.
So here's the thing. This is something that has bothered me for a while.
Okay.
I am scared to have children because of some things that I have and like certain things about me. So if I've actually been looking into trying to get snipped. That would be a good way for me to do that. Or a good reason for me to do that.
An extra,
it's a good excuse.
An extra push.
That's a big fucking push right there, sir. I think you can just go to the doctors and say you want it done, and they'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Don't think you need to go find a botfly, because that's not very far.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's totally fair, though.
All right. Also, go to a not quite as distressing question for you, if you'd like.
Hold on. He was going to say something. Go on.
Just real quick. Everyone take a drink documentary.
Yes. Okay. Don't forget to hydrate. This is a threat.
Yes.
I thought you had to dehydrate them.
Oh God, Mugany, what is that? What is that question? Would you rather have your balls stomped or every pornographic that you ever looked up be the first search result when someone types your name?
I know some of the shit you've looked up, so I'd actually be like, yeah, for you specifically, milk, absolutely. For me, I'd just be
Yeah, I'll
fuck
get
it.
stomped. I've already
For
been stepped
me,
on. I might as well get stomped.
that stomped. You just played into my fetish.
No,
No,
it's,
for
it's not that
me,
way.
I know, just fucking
Stomps
around,
up.
but for me, it's just like, no, yeah, let it be first result. Admire my superior taste.
Oh shit!
So,
All right.
let's see.
I think
I've
Rav
got
had
one.
one. Yeah, Rav's
Yeah.
got
I
one.
do.
Make sure it's nothing that'll get us banned on Twitch, Rav, because I know some of these questions go hard now.
Don't. I don't think so. I don't see any words in there that are bad.
Okay, then it should be okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we have. Okay,
Yeah.
so these have been
they
vetted.
should all be
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Well, I see
Alright.
too that a word here and there is technically not okay anymore, even though it was like 3 years ago. So just
Yeah.
be careful of those. Anyway, go on.
You are finally in bed with the mare of your dreams, Fluttershy. You are worshipping her by your head to her crotch when when you fish out a chunk of carrot with your tongue. She does taste like salad, and the idea turns you on, so you happily eat it. When you fish out a piece of lettuce and a slice of tomato, you conclude that she literally has salad in her. You stop to ask her about it. She giggles. Her giggles are heavens to your ears. Oh, sorry. The last stallion was drunk and threw up in there. Are you happy to clean your waifu, or will you add to the mix?
Oh God, I fucking forgot about this one.
I will kindly pull out and make a game out of fishing everything out using my fingers.
Can make a game out of it. It's like guessing what's next.
Now, like, more like how deep can I go? But
Oh, whoa. Well, Fluttershy, can I toss
how
the
deep is your
salad?
love?
I really need to know. Yes,
Oh, dear God.
best song. Oh God, would you rather kill Cadence or the baby?
Oh, where's option C? I don't want to do that.
Option C
Because-
on the Barcast is killing yourself is always an option. Hypothetically, of course. Don't actually kill yourself. Please seek help if you need it.
And if you do get to that level, please call someone.
Hmm.
We don't want to see anyone die.
Yes, but in the meme ironic sense, you can off yourself.
I probably would do that.
Understood.
Oh my. No, I'm looking in the chat.
Oh, what is the chat asking?
Basically,
fuck
just
is he
talking.
asking?
He's talking about his Shine Twy OTP. He's a writer
Since
in the
we're not
fandom.
related, it'll be okay.
His whole thing is incest. So this is where all of his comments come from.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I thought it was a reference to the what's it called, Friendship is Witchcraft or whatever.
No, he just really likes to see brother sister couples.
Among
To each
others.
their own. Moving on.
Yeah, indeed. And let's do one more. Would you rather take a horse cock through your nostrils or a steel brush through your pee hole?
Depends which end of the brush.
That's true. They didn't specify which end, so I guess it's 50-50 which end you get.
Oh my. Oh, how do
The
I
dude's
even answer
aggressively
that?
spinning the brush in his hand, and whenever if you make that choice, he stops it.
So here's the thing. All my orifices are really small. So no matter what, I'm going to be in pain.
That is correct.
I already
I
don't have a
mean-
sense of smell. I'll take it through the nose.
All right, horse cock through the nose.
I mean, I was gonna say you could make it 2 for 2 and just get the shot straight from the source for that 50 grand.
No,
True.
we're if you want to jackass it, jackass 3 it. Uh,
Hi, I'm Nathanian, and welcome to Jackass. This
Yeah.
is Horsecock Up the Nose.
there was one. There is one thing, I forget if it was 2 or 3, and it was like the edgiest fucking thing you could see at the time in theaters, and it was just like where they watch a farmer, jack off a horse because horse semen is pretty expensive depending on the type of horse. So then, and then I believe it wasn't Steve-O, I believe it was one of the other guys. Is like, is this safe to drink? And people are like, oh no. And he literally just takes a fucking drink on the camera. And I believe depending on it, whether you saw it in theaters or if you actually saw it on like a network, they actually blurred the part out where he drank it very briefly. And that was like at the time, that was like the worst thing you could see on TV. Those were the days.
And going back to this question from Shakespeare Cleese in the chat, playing it, I'm going to actually change this slightly to it where it's Russian roulette, but the winner fucks the loser. I take those odds.
That's an interesting Russian roulette. Okay then.
Well, they said play a game where the winner gets to fuck the loser, then Russian roulette. I'm making it the same thing because I don't want to die.
Yes, absolutely. So agreed.
Remember,
there.
folks,
And
help is out there.
Yes, please don't actually kill yourself. By all means, please reach out to someone if you reach that point.
Yeah.
With that, I think we may be good on questions here, unless there was any you gentlemen wanted to ask. I don't see any more from the thread, and unless there's any more questions from the chat, then I think we can outro.
Yeah, this is your last call, everyone. We will be landing in about 5 minutes.
The bar is on last call.
Yeah, the bar is on last call. I mean, it might be 5 o'clock where I'm at, but it's not 5 o'clock right now.
There you go. Exactly. So
it's 2 a.m.
It's 2 a.m. where you are. Damn.
No, it's not. It's not 2 a.m.
Oh.
The last call for a lot of bars is 2 a.m. So.
Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Misheard that.
Those are the good bars. The bars here are at 1 a.m.
Interesting. Yeah, here it's like 3 or some shit. It's actually kind of interesting. Let's see. So, okay. Since I haven't heard of anything, then I guess we'll start outroing it. So, Nathanian, thank you so much for coming on and enduring with us.
No worries. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. So, and we'll speak immediately after we're done here to make sure that everything. There's nothing we accidentally said that needs to be taken out. But thank you again for. Yeah, but thank you again for coming on. Absolutely. Then thank you, viewers, for joining in. Listeners, I should say, for joining us in for another episode of the Barcast. Always happy to have you around. Come shit around with us. I hope none of you got sent to the hospital for drinking. Please drink responsibly, as always. Your bartender.
Half Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. This has been Mr. Malk.
Yes.
This has been Ravij.
Did the brick pencil suck it?
Oh, Pencil is gonna kill you. I have been Flammenwerfer, and this has been Nathanian.
Thank you kindly.
Indeed, and we have been the Barcast. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Take care of yourselves, and be well.
No, you.